Well, found some very interesting finds last night. Now, just the other day I was talking about Rainier, I believe it's pronounced Rainier National Park, Washington. UFO sightings, Bigfoot sightings, Washington State. I also mentioned skinwalkers. I don't know what the hell it is, but every time I mention skinwalkers in an area, or if I mention skinwalkers, period, I've been getting a lot of interesting things happening. So they say don't mention skinwalkers, talk about skinwalkers, or you're going to get skinwalkers to come after you. But you know what? I'm starting to think that maybe I am the one to tell the tales of the skinwalker. And I do got another interview on WZLX radio in another 2 weeks. I guess Kevin there is going to do another interview with me because I mentioned not only about skinwalkers, but the Pukwudgie. But, lo and behold, people, and I kind of got a chill up my spine last night. I'm flicking through YouTube like I've been. I've been looking up stuff to see what comes up lately, and I've been doing a lot of watching, music videos and stuff, trying to keep the mind sane. But this came up, this. You see this? The forest. And now, I never saw a video on Rainier Forest on videos, and for some apparent reason, a video had came up. The only thing I knew about that forest and that mountain is only in your state, Washington State. It's the only way I found out about this, and like I said, I did a mapping of it, timeline out where it is. I even got a little triangle going on out in that area with that. But lo and behold, people, bang. Never take your kids to Mount Rainier National Park. Now, 1 year ago, and this is, of course, from Creepypasta Jr. Creepypasta is the original Creepypasta. I don't know what happened to him, but he'd come out with some disturbing videos, blah, blah, blah. But I also believe that he talks, just like me, narrating. And this guy, I don't know who this guy is, but he goes on about narrating a story about a guy that took his 2-year-old son to this park. This guy's been going to this park himself since he was a kid. But all of a sudden, this happens. So I'm like, ooh, as I'm watching my video down here, Journey, I had to wait till the song was over. I was getting very anxious. And lo and behold, that's right. The story, if anybody wants to check this out, so I don't know how old this story is, and going back with the person who told it. I don't know where this Creepypasta Jr. got it from. But the guy describes a trip into the woods with his son, camping trip. I guess he did this all the time, but this time was very distinctive and very disturbing. And the kid was out there, and it was broad daylight, and they were setting up camp or whatever, and he was doing some stuff with him after setting up camp, and let me see a time, and the kid looks over in a distance. He said about 50 yards away, and the kid started laughing, getting excited, Oh, that's what he was doing. He ended up walking with his kid on the back of his shoulders. So the kid was up over his head. The kid at 2 years old getting excited. He said he would get excited at things that he would see. You know, say like going to his favorite restaurant and seeing something like Ronald McDonald or something, he get excited. You know, tap his legs and he started doing this. But the father couldn't see nothing. Because, of course, maybe the kid bouncing around was distracting his vision. You know how kids get rowdy and you're sitting there trying to put them on your back and walk with them and blah, blah, blah. But he ended up taking the hike, going back to camp. So he's asking his kid, what'd you see out there? And didn't want to get him, you know, nervous because the father said he started getting vibes, right? So he didn't want to, or something like that. I think he might have seen something, but he didn't want to scare the kid and asking him what he saw. But he said it in a playful way, and he got it out of him. He said, I saw the monkey man. The monkey man, all right. Now, this could be most definitely a Bigfoot sighting, but why I don't think it was a Bigfoot, and think about it, skinwalkers can conform themselves into many multiple animals. Why not Bigfoot? And I do believe Bigfoot was a Native American, maybe a creature. And if it was hold on. Anyways, as I was saying, so the guys, you know, got the kid explaining what he saw, Monkey Man, and like I was just saying that these skinwalkers form into anything. I was saying also that Bigfoot could have been a creation by the Native Americans, so forth. You know, even if it was made by white man and people playing pranks, I guarantee it was made in the same form as what they probably saw, and you know, not really coming in contact back then at that time with that creature. Skinwalkers, I'm thinking, and I want to say maybe because, yeah, they were, you know, not developing land as much as they are today, and why you will see them a lot more. But whatever the case may be, and the only reason why I'm going with Skinwalker on this, and it probably formed itself in a silly way so the kid would think it was funny. So, I mean, even the kid was saying it was, you know, the guy even asked his kid, did it seem like he wanted to scare you or harm you? And, you know, the kid said playfully, no. So he was getting out what he needed to hear. But I guess that guy just though felt that unease. He didn't feel right. Didn't look right. Everything wasn't right. So we eventually got the kid to bed. And, of course, what better time the things to happen? 2, 3 in the morning. Guy said he woke up pitch black. You know, and he's got that vibe still going on. He reached out for his son to see if he was, you know, where he was sleeping. Kid got up out of the goddamn tent, mind you. And the guy got up frantically, looking for, you know, ripping his bag apart, getting the light out. And then he gets out of the tent, you know, in his friggin' underwear, mind you. Now, me, I'd be taking a few minutes to put my damn shoes on. I mean, hey, you don't want to, the last thing you want to do is get in a bad affection on your feet. But this guy ran out, you know, running through the woods, cutting his feet with the rocks and the twigs and the branches and the trees. Finally found his son in the exact same place that he saw, so say, his monkey man. But he looked around, it wasn't there, blah, blah, blah. He got so scared, he was screaming his name, right? All through that, too. But he got his son back, and he asked his son what had happened. He said, I don't know, I'm tired, the kids, I want to go to sleep. But I think that thing might have lured him out, maybe. Say so, because they can't do that, but he got the kid back to sleep. The guy got what little sleep he could get in, he said. And they made it through the next day. Everything was good. Day went good. Hike went good. By the next night, he had a game, and he started playing the game with the kid, and by this point, he actually forgot about it. Didn't think about it, you know. The kid literally, he said, used to sleepwalk before. He has been known to sleepwalk, so he's playing the game, and the kid started laughing at something that he did, you know, and in the giggling that the kid did outside the tent. He said about, probably like 20 feet away, he heard an evil giggling, just like the kid, but it was, and they say skinwalkers mimic you with a demonic voice, with a robotic voice, or whatever the hell it does. Of course, the vocal cords in a skinwalker don't come out normal. But the kid heard it. The father heard it. And, he's sitting there, but the kid shook it off. Then he started, and, the father said, "Not right now." And he called his name. I forget his name, but no sooner did he say that, he said outside the tent, like near the doorway type thing, a deep voice came and said, "No, not right now." And it mimicked him. So this guy literally brings a gun. He says he always carries guns during his hikes. I mean, yeah, sometimes you gotta think, you don't know if there's any goddamn serial killers out there or something, right? But you put a goddamn lock on the friggin' zipper too. Like the kid ain't gonna get through that maybe, but he's literally shot through the friggin' tent. Poof, poof. Warning shots, but the kid screamed. He got scared. The guy got scared. The thing he said he heard run off. So if that's not a goddamn skinwalker, up yours. And just figure, I go talk about him, and this comes up. Nice. So this would be likely one thing on my to-do list. Oh man, hunt for the skinwalker. I'd love to get to this goddamn forest. And of course now I got a little triangle going on out there. I'm finding all this stuff, and it leads straight to these goddamn skinwalkers. I'm about to wonder if tribes, when they summoned these or did things, or if they had anything to do with triangles. I have to look that up, but this is definitely near all Indian dwellings. I showed in my last video a Native American woman that sits in a parking lot near a store. There's an Indian reservation out there. Wherever you see these creatures, wherever you see Indians, they roam. Doesn't matter what tribe they are now. These are evil spirits. But let alone, they didn't do nothing to this guy, a kid. And the reason why I think it didn't is because it's not messing with its land. But it was checking on him. That's what they do. They check, you destroy, you thing, they attack. And I think that's why I'm here to talk about these things is right. So, beware, take care, and be safe, people. And remember, stay off that sacred land. Make sure you look and think and prepare yourself before you start developing somewhere. There's another video coming up too. I went to go try and find a friggin' cemetery out in Royalston. Something else came up. Wait till you see that. That's coming up in the next video. Other than that, watch it out there. Out.